So, you have any words of advice for Americans freaking out about what's going on with our democracy?
No, I'm just sad that there's like a divided country at the moment. You know, best friends are falling out. I don't understand it. I mean, if you are a democracy and you have a vote, then that's the end of it, isn't it? I mean, anything that goes wrong after that you can complain about. But at the time, you know, you don't be a bad loser. Get behind the person who's voted.
How come everyone? Why do people think that it's about that? They feel, you know what I mean?
What? About
like the loser. Like it's like, get over it. I don't understand that.
You've got to, haven't you? Haven't you got to get behind the country at the end of the day?
Well, if the leaders are choosing people who are...
But the leaders were chosen by the people.
Well, that's the question a lot of people are having.
What is that question?
The question is, was there Russian intrusion? You know, there's a bunch of different questions going on.
I don't see that.
Well,
all I can say is, if you believe in democracy, if you believe in your voting system, then that's what you get behind.
Yeah. But I think
there's always a but.
Well, yeah, I hear you. I'm just saying I'm playing devil's advocate.
Sure. So am I, by the way.
Right.
Because I don't have a dog in the race.
But it's almost like buyer's remorse, because some of the people that actually voted for him are saying, "Oh, we thought he actually meant what he said."
Well, he did mean what he said.
No, about the Affordable Care Act and stuff like that.
I mean, I've never heard such a bad sort of relationship with voters from both parties.
Right.
When that happened. But, you know, I think this guy went out and said an awful lot of terrible things, and people still voted for him. So if they believed in what he said he was going to do, he's sort of getting on and doing a lot of it. I don't know. Well, all I would say is that there's a lot more to this country than just the West Coast and the East Coast.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where the complaints are coming. America down the middle there is sort of, I guess, most of the states that voted for him.
That is true.
And if you're talking about a popular vote, then obviously if it was California and New York voting, he wouldn't have got in. But isn't that what the founding fathers said, that we're making it electoral so that it's America that votes and not just one or two states? At the end of the day, I'm really positive and optimistic that this country will come together. I pray that happens. I'm seeing too many friends fall out over it, which I don't understand, people falling out over politics. You can argue about it, you state your case, and then you have what's called a vote.
Well, they think he has a racist cabinet as well.
We're going to see what happens with that.
But the session was approved, and Coretta Scott King said 30 years ago, he's a danger to democracy. And they hired Betsy DeVos.
And they brought that up, and then
I know,
Elizabeth gets...
right, they shut her down, and the other men got to talk for her. But the issue is that they hire an educational lady who doesn't know...
charter schools.
Right.
I mean, your education system stinks in this country. You are everybody that isn't a scientist or an engineer is being dumped. The arts are not there. We're wasting an entire generation of great kids that are not learning to be creative.
Yeah.
And if they don't fit into the system as it is, they're dumped. And that's really sad. You know, I'm seeing more people, and we do an awful lot, as you know, for inner city communities, with dance. And the arts used to be a pillar of our education system, and they're no longer there.
Yeah, but they don't want to put the money behind it. They don't want to put the money behind it.
And there's talk about the NEA being done. Hopefully that will not happen.
But he wants to cut it.
No, he's being told to do it. He hasn't made the statement about what he's going to do with
Well,
the
actually, I talked to John Voight about it. It's a tricky thing. Stallone, he wanted Stallone to do it. Stallone didn't accept it, and now he's talking about cutting it. I'm serious. That's what happened. Well, it's a very frightening. People feel very frightened and scared.
Yeah, I understand. That's what's causing most of the problems at the moment. My car isn't there
I'm
yet.
sorry.
Mercedes?
Not a Mercedes.
Not the Mercedes. Junior!
But anyway,
thank you very much. I'll take the Mercedes.